Australian rapper Iggy Azalea recently did an interview with a hip-hop station in New York, Hot 97, and during the interview she talked about why she no longer does crowd surfing. Well, she says that she has been the victim of sexual assault among her fans, which is kind of surprising, and she also mentions that it isn't necessarily men that are sexually assaulting her. Let me give you her exact quote. She said, "I had to stop crowd surfing. I'm only doing like 2,000 seaters, but I still have to have barriers, even if it's like 200 people, because people try to finger me." Damn. She also says, "I will get lurk tweets from like a week before my show, like I'm about to go to the Iggy Azalea show and I'm going to finger her, and I see it and be like, please don't, that's a violation, I don't actually like that stuff."
Isn't that funny that you have to clarify that you don't like strangers fingering you? So when I first saw the headline, I thought like, hey look man, you're gonna go crowd surfing, things are gonna happen. Like where can you touch someone where it isn't inappropriate? Like there's no way that her butt isn't gonna get touched. Anybody's butt's gonna get touched when you go crowd surfing.
Right.
I understand that. But when you read into the details and you got people tweeting out, oh no, I'm gonna try to, you know, I was gonna get like,
yeah,
it's bad, like finger her.
They're gonna penetrate her.
Right, that's crazy. No, yeah, that's unacceptable.
It's absolutely unacceptable. It makes me sick to my stomach to know that people think that that's acceptable, that they think that it's okay to do that to someone.
Look, it's terrible and totally unacceptable in the heat of the moment, you know, oh yeah, she's going by, ha ha, I'm gonna do this. Unacceptable, right? Yeah. But when you plan it out a week ahead of time, that's like, if anything could be worse, that's worse.
No, and what's amazing to me is, and I like that she pointed this out. She's like, look, a lot of people will think that it's the men that do this to me, but it's a lot of my female fans. They think that because of the music that I put out there, it's okay to treat me that way, but it's not. You know, she has very provocative lyrics, very sexual. I mean, which artist at this point isn't? You know, they of course exploit the sexual nature of their content to get a little more attention. And that doesn't give you any type of justification to sexually assault anyone. It's the same argument that people will make if a woman is dressed provocatively or is scantily clad, and then they'll say, oh, well, you know, she was asking for it. No, no one's asking for it. That's not permission to put your fingers in someone. It's disgusting.
Yeah. And provocative, I mean, what does that mean? Like, so like, there's a lot of cursing in movies. Robert De Niro curses a lot. You can't go around to Robert De Niro and be like, you know, following around the streets. What the fuck? So she says about the women, she says, girls will try to do it more than guys because girls think it's cool. Like, we both have vaginas, it's fine. She says, doesn't make it okay.
No.
Yeah, and I'm surprised by that too, it's mainly the girls that are doing it.
Because I guess usually when you think of sexual assault and molestation, it's because the person who's doing that sexual assault gets some sort of sexual pleasure out of it. And there's a possibility that some of the female fans who do this do get some sort of sexual pleasure. I'm not, you know, taking that out. But it's just weird that someone would do it because they think it's cool. Like, hey, you're a girl, I'm a girl, we both have vaginas, so I'm gonna assault you like that?
Yeah, no, it's... Look, and the thing is, it's a downer because then you're ruining the crowd surfing. Like, crowd surfing's fun, you know, when people do it. But now that I read this, that's it. My crowd surfing days are over.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Like, there was one time that I crowd surfed involuntarily. It was a famous story where I got attacked by a mob of sweaty-toothed, angry Cuban right-wingers when I said, send Elian home, right? And like, they would sometimes literally pick me up off my feet. It was such a crowd, right? And they're punching me in the back of the head and stuff. And one of the guys who kept pinching my ass, right?
Yeah,
so that was bad enough. Now, these are her fans, not even guys who are opposed to her, and then you got them trying to do this while she's crowd surfing. You're going to ruin it for everybody. So here's Iggy, and we understand the first person fingering her appears to be her. So, you know, I get that, but as we were talking about earlier, it doesn't mean that you could do that to her. She's voluntarily doing it, right? And it's part of her show. Like, for example, even if you're a stripper, and she's not a stripper, she's just these days a very normal performer. Like, if I didn't know who that was, I might have guessed Miley Cyrus, right? But even if you're a stripper, people can't come up to you and violate you.
Right. She says that she has to wear 2 pairs of underwear and also nude-colored leggings to ensure that no one can actually assault her the way that they have in the past. And that's also really sad as well. But, you know, I think that she is making a good decision in no longer doing the crowd surfing. Just stay on the stage. At this point, you have a lot of attention. You're a public figure. People are going to do things that are going to abuse you, and that really, really sucks. But just put yourself in a safe situation. Put the barriers up. Don't crowd surf. Sorry to the fans, but that's just the way it goes.
And by the way, if you're a guy thinking like, oh, that's a downer, man, it's bullshit. All right, picture yourself in that situation. You're crowd surfing. Let's say you've got shorts on, and people are constantly going, boom, boom.
Right.
Okay, I don't think you'd appreciate it much.
Or imagine your sister or your mother or whatever, some family
yeah.
member of yours that gets assaulted like that. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
makes me, okay, anger.
Yeah.